Somalia is a federal parliamentary republic led by President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, whom the bicameral parliament elected on May 15. He is the country's third president since the federal government of Somalia was founded in 2012 and previously served as president from 2012 to 2017. The federal parliament consists of the 275-member House of the People and the 54-member Upper House. The country last completed parliamentary elections on March 31. Caucuses selected House of the People members, with seats distributed according to clan affiliation and a power-sharing formula. State assemblies elected upper house members. The parliamentary electoral process was widely viewed as marred by corruption, but the two houses of parliament elected President Mohamud in a process viewed as generally fair and transparent. The government of the self-declared Republic of Somaliland controlled its jurisdiction. The 2012 Provisional Constitution states that federal police, overseen by civilian leadership in the Ministry of Internal Security, have responsibility for law enforcement and maintenance of order within the country. Many parts of the country remained outside government control, with the insurgent terrorist group Al-Shabaab contesting government control. The African Union Transition Mission in Somalia, under civilian African Union leadership, and the Somali National Army, under civilian leadership in the Ministry of Defense, are the primary internal security providers. Civilian authorities did not always maintain effective control over the security forces. There were reports that members of the federal and state security forces committed numerous abuses. Significant human rights issues included credible reports of unlawful or arbitrary killings, including extrajudicial killings, torture or cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment by the government, harsh and life, threatening prison conditions, arbitrary arrest or detention, political prisoners or detainees, serious problems with the independence of the judiciary, serious abuses in a conflict, including reportedly unlawful or widespread civilian deaths or harm, enforced disappearances or abductions, torture and physical abuses or punishment, and unlawful recruitment or use of child soldiers, serious restrictions on freedom of expression and media, including violence or threats of violence against journalists, unjustified arrests or prosecutions of journalists, censorship, and the enforcement of criminal libel laws, substantial interference with the freedom of peaceful assembly and freedom of association, inability of citizens to change their government peacefully through free and fair elections, serious and unreasonable restrictions on political participation, serious government corruption, lack of investigation of and accountability for gender-based violence, crimes involving violence or threats of violence targeting members of national, racial, ethnic minority groups, existence of laws criminalizing consensual same-sex sexual conduct between adults, although information regarding their enforcement was unclear, and existence of the worst forms of child labor. Impunity generally remained the norm. Government authorities took some steps to prosecute and punish officials who committed abuses, particularly military and police personnel. Conflict involving the government, militias, and Al-Shabaab resulted in death, injury, and displacement of civilians. Al-Shabaab committed most of the severe human rights abuses, particularly terrorist attacks on civilians and targeted killings, including summary executions and religiously and politically motivated killings, forced disappearances, physical abuses and other inhuman treatment, rape, and attacks on employees of non-governmental organizations and the United Nations. Al-Shabaab also blocked humanitarian assistance, conscripted child soldiers, and restricted freedoms